Simple machines.
Paul, I brought everything we need. Planks, rulers, clay, nails. You name it.
Awesome! I've already cleared the garage. Look! I even made signs for each station. Inclined plane, wedge, lever, and pulley.
You're amazing. This is like our very own science museum.
Today, we'll be engineers. We'll test how simple machines help us do work with less effort.
Let's start with the inclined plane. I can't wait to see how it works. We will need 6 thick books, 50 centimeters plank, 75 centimeters plank, 100 centimeters plank, string, small block of wood, and spring balance.
Here's our first inclined plane. We'll use this 50 centimeters plank and see how much force is needed to pull the block up.
Then we can use this spring balance to record the strength we need, right?
Exactly. Tie the string to the block of wood, and I'll hold the book steady.
All set. I'm going to pull it up now. Ready to record?
Go for it. I'll write this down in my notebook.
Let's try the 75 centimeters plank next. This one feels easier.
That's less force than before. Let's try the 100 centimeters plank next.
This one's the longest, and it's the easiest.
I think the results show something interesting about the force needed and the distance the object has to travel.
I agree with you, but for now, let's write down our observations in our notebook.
Yup, let's write that down. What's next? The wedge station. We will need 8 by 8 by 8 centimeters cubed clay, 2-inch iron nail, 100-gram weight, and ruler. Now we'll test how a wedge works. We've got an iron nail in this clay block as well as a weight.
And we drop the weight on the nail to push it into the clay, right?
Exactly. First, we'll drop it from 10 centimeters. Ready?
Done. Let's measure how deep it went. Let's try dropping the weight from different heights. 20 centimeters, 30 centimeters, 40 centimeters, and 50 centimeters.
A pattern is forming here, Ellie.
I agree with you. Let's head to the lever station next. We will need 100-gram weight, 1-foot ruler, small rock, and masking tape.
Let's see how a lever works.
Tape the 100-gram weight securely to one end of the 1-foot ruler. Place the middle of the ruler on the rock, which would act as the fulcrum. Here's our lever. Let's place the ruler over the rock.
Try placing the weight away from the rock.
Like this?
Yes. Now, press down on the other end with your finger.
It lifts, but I had to press hard.
Let's move the weight closer to the rock and try again.
Oh, it's easier this time. But did you notice the distance I had to press on the other end? It's longer now.
That's the power of the lever. The closer the weight is to the fulcrum, the easier it is to lift it, but the farther you press down.
Let's experiment with the pulley next. I have hooks, wheels, string, a weight, and a spring balance.
First, we'll lift the weight without using the pulley. Just pull it straight up.
It's heavy.
Yes, it is. Let's check the reading. Now, let's try the pulley system. Let's set up the pulley and lift the weight.
Whoa, it's lighter this time.
Oh, there's a difference in the reading.
I know, but look at the distance we needed to pull the string. Didn't it get longer compared to before?
Now let's try it with the second pulley system.
It's a lot lighter this time around with a compound pulley. Do you have the guide questions with you?
Yes, here. How does the force required to move an object change as the length of the inclined plane increases? How does the distance that an object must travel change as the length of the inclined plane increases? What is the advantage of using a wedge such as an iron nail? What factor needs to be increased to drive the nail deeper into the clay? What is the advantage of using a lever? What is the direction of the force applied to lift the object using the lever? How does a change in the position of the object relative to the fulcrum affect the amount of force needed to lift the object? What should be increased to lift weights more easily with a lever? What is the advantage of using a pulley? What factor needs to be increased to lift objects more easily with a pulley? What are you doing, Ellie?
I'm trying to design a machine that uses all the simple machines we tested today.
Wow, genius!